beautiful A320 from TAP. And as we are here in Lisbon, as you can see, mid-noon simulator time, the time that we are going to perform our flight. We don't have much visibility over, looks like degraded weather conditions, no visible traffic on ground. Let's see if meanwhile we have someone arriving. Let's check the flight plan to see where are you going today. So 30 minutes flight time is not very far off. So today instead of Porto we are coming to Faro. Seems to be runway 10 in use, but it's not, it's 28 actually, and runway 20 in Lisbon is actual. We are simulating the weights for an A321. However, I don't have a fair aircraft that can be as detailed as the Phoenix, so I'm going to perform it with the A320, and we are going to change here a bit the weights, so that we can perform the flight with this aircraft. Flight level 130 is a bit odd for us. We never flew under 190, but well, let's try it out. So we have an aircraft on file that is not visible due to clouds. Let's check the map. Alright, so we have a lot of outgoing aircrafts to Madeira. Nice to see. And we have some this one here is going to Cabo Verde, Lisbon. This is me. Okay, so we have some movements here, but no control whatsoever. So alright, let's check the METAR. Lisbon first to see. Look at this. So ceiling almost at the minimums. Minimums for Lisbon, at least I go with 400 feet, so 600 for the ceiling in Lisbon, and the rest is okay. Let's check in Faro. I think it's fair. Yeah, no issues. So let's jump into cockpit and start the whole symphony here. Here comes the jetway. Meanwhile, I will start up the electric over here. So we are almost at 10 o'clock p.m. in real life here in Portugal. 12 hours difference for real life to the simulator. A few minutes ago I posted a video of my arriving in Lisbon from Madeira, so this is only the continuity of the operations. Okay, so let's see the mass and balance for us. So I will remove 10,000 from zero fuel and go with 54.7 tons. 54.7, it's fair. 132 passengers, so it's fair enough. And fuel on board 4 tons. There. I mean, this is better. Alright, so let's apply, and this will be a quick. I think we will waste more time waiting for the adheres to align them properly to load up the aircraft. It will take us probably 5 to 6 minutes, not more than that. So let's load. 6 minutes, yeah, as predicted. Okay, so we have time to go and initiate all of this. So 2000 for us.
Clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row
Emits and perf, and here we will 6000.
Please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep your
And
eyes
local
clear,
GNH 1011. Okay, 6 minutes. It will be roughly the same, aligning the gears and the aircraft to be loaded up. So let's go and
This is a no-smoking service.
fill this.
Thank you for observing this policy.
Call sign 1903. And flight level 130. The odd, it's a bit odd. Block fuel 4.0 tons. That's already loaded up. And over here, runway 20. I think we don't have that waypoint over Odemi, so let's see. Zulu 28. Now we do have Odemi, so it's Odemi. Oh. Let me. Odemi. And our arrival will be ILS Zulu 28. Go with this one. Alright, we go with this Odemi 9 Alpha arrival. Okay, so we have our flight plan duly inserted. I will probably, I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with this seats. However, I will maintain runway heading. We are headed south, so probably we will maintain and see a suitable waypoint, or probably going direct to Odemi, and from Odemi onwards following the waypoints for the arrival. That's my intention. So let's check here. Almost done. Let me see. Okay, so already landed. Nice. So if he's like me, he will probably park right beside us, because it's always good to have some interaction with the other visually to other aircraft. That seems like the airport is right here. It wouldn't make any sense to park away from the station. This way it looks like we have a reason to do it. Okay, so we have this loaded. Let me check the adheres. 2 minutes, so let's go and send this to MCDU. There, success. Now we will check this. So PPT, I'm going with 1+F, runway 20, I'm going with the wet, and let's go. Let's fill this. So V1 120, very low, 135 and 135. Starting the log, I'm going to start the APU. And disconnect here. Or on the other hand, it's not connect, it's not, it's turn on all the pumps and starting APU. Right, so program already on, so let's send this to MCDU. I think I already sent it. Let's check their performance. So trim set down to 0.2, 68 flex temp. Let's do some METAR here. So I'm not sure why barometric pressure inserted. I think I did an ILS here. Zulu 28. Okay. VOR. I chose the VOR instead. No, it's this one that I want. Okay. Oh, damn it, I know. Okay, so I have to insert everything again. No. All right. Okay, so right now it makes more sense. Set 700 feet radio altimeter,
minimum,
and let's insert here 25010 knots. And we have 20 degrees Celsius and local QNH 1014. So I think we are all set over here. I have to, it is, so there, you clear the ramp as well. Shocks and GPU are off. Let me check something because the other pilot didn't take any intentions. Probably someone might be connected here. Not, no. All right. Pleasant traffic, Air Portugal 903, stand 117, pushing start approved, facing north, expecting departure runway 20. Okay, so let's plan the push. So the nose will be facing to the left. And initiate. I think the other aircraft came from the wrong side because as everyone is going northbound, the aircraft taxi out from north to south, so he should have been on Tango or probably even on Lima, and then, well, but probably he was alone and he didn't take anything. We assume that probably no one would be online, but it's a big issue because this taxiway is the only one, and if I was starting already our push, it would be a problem because it would be facing face to face. I don't think it is intended to be like that, so let's start engine 1. I was checking a bit and I forgot to. Okay. Okay, so parking brake set.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
Alright, so let's start
There are 8
engine 2.
emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
And let's
Emergency
flaps
lighting
down.
will guide you to an exit. In an emergency,
Auto brake and
baggage
spoilers armed.
seatbelt is
Predictive
fastened,
wind
adjusted,
shear
and released as
is
shown.
on.
It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt
And
signs are on.
let's
And we
test
recommend that
here
you keep
the
it fastened
flight
at all
controls.
times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
Alright,
Masks
they
will
seem
to start
okay.
the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land
And
on
engine
water,
2 avail.
take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your
And
waist and click together.
beacon door page
Pull the
set.
strap to adjust.
Engine mode selector
Do
normal.
not inflate the life
AP
jacket inside
bleed
the aircraft.
master are
When
off
outside,
and
inflate
light.
it by pulling the
So
top.
let's park out
If
and
it fails to
Lisbon
inflate,
traffic
please
Airport
drop
School
the
903
low
taxi
into
for holding
this
short
view.
uniform 5
There
via
is a
Alpha
light
and uniform.
whistle for attracting attention. The
Done.
cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your
Parking
tray
brakes
table
off.
must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened.
So we are
Further
traveling light,
information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine.
more appropriate to
We
an
hope you have a great
A320 short haul, very short haul, so 120 passengers on board. This flight would be, in real life, it was operated by an A321neo. I don't know why. Probably major passenger flow on that particular flight, because this is a very short, it's not meant to be flown by an A321. However, it was, but we are not going to do it because, as I stated previously, I do not have a high fidelity A321 on my hangar, so I prefer to enjoy and fly the A320. It's more accurate and at systems level, so that's where we stand today. Empty airport, shame. Yesterday it was a bit more challenging, but the more crowded, the less attention you get, so probably you will be forgotten, and that takes you a lot of more time to perform the flight. As an example, yesterday I was about 15 minutes to have my clearance. It's painful because we have everything set, then a lot of pilots, of course, it's cool, but just one person to control everyone, it's a bit frustrating, because the situation is not fluid, since you need all the clearances, and it's complicated.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
We have our cabin ready. We don't see any visible incoming traffic, so we will be number one to take off for sure. However, I'm not sure if we are able to go straight to the runway and take off. I'm just going to see if meanwhile we have any incoming traffic. Lisbon Traffic Airport School 903 clear for lineup and takeoff runway 20. Okay, everything's set, so let's spool a bit up. Okay, 50% stabilized. Go, maniflex. Taurus, runway out of first blue. Power set. Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Europe. Just going to connect autopilot systems because I'm on this view. No visibility whatsoever. So let's bring our flaps up and go direct to Odeni. Standard now. over there. I'm afraid the photogrammetry is off. I don't know. This is just a thing that happened a while back. They told me that my broadband was too low, and then they just automatically did photogrammetry off. But well, I don't know what's the issue. I think this is the first time that it happens to me. So I just want to perform the flight. It won't be pretty, the visuals on the ground, but tomorrow it will be better when I get the return flight to Lisbon. Okay, flight level 130. So now I just have to fly. Huge difference when the photogrammetry is on, which is more like FSX than NSFS. But well, it's just, I think it's just today. I don't know why, but probably my internet broadband not the most not so fast today, I'm not sure. Okay, reaching Oldeni waypoint. Meanwhile, we will start descent. We are very low, so our descent will be very near the downwind leg to the right, after which I think it would be our initial approach fix. I'm not sure, but I do think, let me check, that yeah, it will be our initial approach fix. Almost there. Let me check how is the meta. Safe now. We are now turning. Okay. switch on the so we have aircraft already turning to final, and we are following. Nice. A320 from Germany. Okay, very nice. Alright, so he's already turning to final, so we will do that shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Tray tables must be stowed, armrests down, and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Okay, below 1000. There. Very FSX-like. Lucky for us that we are going to be approaching from the ocean, so we don't miss a lot of details mainland, so it's the only fortune that I have. However, next time we will have plenty more quality on the terrain. This will be solely because of the internet bandwidth at guarantee. Okay, NH1014 turning here, and let's bring this to 2000. Meanwhile, I don't think far will be like this, like looks like farmland. Fuel starts turning. Meanwhile, alright. There we go. establishing. Fire traffic at Portugal 1903 established on localizer under 2 wait to long final will advise when short.
Cabin crew must now be seated for
Alright,
landing.
so
Thank
let's
you.
bring the flaps down.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Flaps 2. Okay, runway is inside. Landing gear coming down. Spoilers automatic set to low. Let's go. Flaps 3.
2,500.
Check. Flaps full. Checklist. We cannot move. So checklist is not complete. Landing checklist. Let's go. Wind is coming from the left. You can see that the aircraft is spreading a lot, nose pointing to the left in direction. So we are coming quite straight angle for us. Faro traffic at Portugal 1103 short, final 5 miles, final. So let's disconnect autopilot, my aircraft. There we go. I think it could be better, this last flight segment. The touch down could be better, but well, I think he floated a bit more than I anticipated. Not much, but a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
For this, I was just adjusting the brakes and moved up. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to maneuver the aircraft without actually seeing it from the inside. So here we are, 34 minutes, almost 35 minutes flight time, a bit more than the flight plan, but the flight plan aimed to runway 10, not too late, so we had to take a bigger turn. Okay, so let's disconnect here from VATSIM and stop the recording. Disconnecting, and let's see. so probably 200. So 200, it was a bit on the hard. I think he floated and then went abruptly to the ground. We will have the opportunity to see it now. Let's check. The weather was fine, no big issues. The wind was not too strong, but I think this was a lack of skill. Probably, I think the approach was okay. That final input to flare was a bit too much, and then I actually pointed it to the ground while I was taking the rudder, and I think that was it. See, so far so good, but I think over here I overflared, and here I climbed into the ground. So I think I am to blame, so let's check some other position. She comes. And here she comes. Let's check. It was a bit too much. And finally, from the tower perspective, it's always cool to see. I'm not sure if we surpass it, but let's try. At least see from the terminal. There we go. I think here it's cool. Well, it could be a lot worse, but it's not my favorite kind of landing. I should just slightly float just slightly right above the tarmac and let him touch down, but sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Well guys, this is my wrap up, so I hope you stay safe and have a great weekend. We get to see each other on the return flight to Lisbon from Faro. Enjoy and have fun. Bye bye.